All right. Back testing day one. Doing an hour a day until I'm very profitable. So we're in October 2024. That's years. I'm just gonna run you guys through the thought processes I have behind my trades. Even though I've gotten a couple payouts, but I'm not consistent. So I'm just doing this to hold myself accountable, to make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. So this is already Tuesday at 10 p.m. All right. So we're doing Wednesday. So no 10 a.m. news. We had 8:15 non-farm employment change. Just gonna run to the macro here. Do want to see what we're doing on the 15. No SMT. Looks like we're gonna come down for this draw, possibly. Maybe even that lower one. So I'm just gonna mark these out here. Oh no, we have SMT with those. So I guess I'll still mark them out just so I can see if we're displacing through them. Could be a reversal day. Just gonna wait for the potential manipulation at macro open, hopefully. Okay, so we did soup that low and we have some nice displacement. How many points is this? Okay. This is enough for me to go long here. I'm just going to target this internal wick. We're going to do one mini. And I'm going to slow it down now. Do 5 second. Bang, 2 minutes. Yeah, so textbook reversal strategy. Pretty valid. We had this SMT paired with turtle soup. SMT with turtle soup is a great confluence pair. Okay, yeah, that was valid. PMI 10 a.m. as well as 8:30 unemployment claims for this Thursday. So no SMT with this low. Looks like we took this draw and we're displacing down. That could be like an hourly BISI or something, but pretty neutral overall coming into this day. Just gonna skip to macro open. Especially when we have 10 a.m. news. If macro presents an opportunity, then we'll take it, but if not, then we just wait to see what the news driver does. Just checking if we had SMT with that high right there. This could be a continuation. If this draw wasn't here, I would go long. targeting that external. But considering we have a draw right here, I'm not really ecstatic. Oh, wait. Yeah, it looks like we're going to form SMT with this high. Yeah, going long here just doesn't make sense. Okay. So I guess if you took that, you could have caught a 25-point move. Does look like we're going to continue to this external draw that I marked out on the 15-minute. But this looks like one of those days where we just wait till 10 a.m. for an A+ setup. So we're going to see what's happening. Okay. So we are displacing through. We did have some form of PXH right here. It's not a ton of confirmation. And that was the 10 a.m. news driver. So I want to see what we do in the next few candles. Okay. So this is confirming longs for me. I'm just going to target 40 points. We had tried to go lower, but price was just kind of wicking down. So I'm not gonna wait. Okay. It's raining like crazy right now. Okay. So just targeting a 1-to-1. Why is my FX replay so slow, bro? Okay. Nice. So what happened here? I'm confused. Okay, so we were just reacting off that SMT. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but what was that? That was 10-12. Yeah, so OT is probably that first entry I was looking at. But even this was kind of a gamble. But yeah, take the loss to the chin. It is what it is. Let's go to the next day. So it looks like we're going to come up for these highs. We've been pretty bullish. Let's see what news is today. NFP. All right. So ideally, I'd like to see 930 manipulate. And then take a trade based off that. Okay. It's not really what I wanted to see, but it's okay. We're looking pretty bullish here. Looks like price just wanted to rebalance into that huge displacement range. Let's see. So macro hasn't even opened. And now we're just kind of chopping around. Okay. So shorts are looking pretty good here. We didn't really take out anything significant. I'm just going to target something like this, like CE of this range here. Let's see what CE is. Okay, so we're literally at CE. So I want to wait a couple more candles, because at this point we're close to 10 a.m. Oh, wow. Okay. Get a rebalance, I'll go short, yeah. So we kind of missed the entry on this, which is okay, but I'm going to go like here. Do like a 1-to-1. Stops above this wick here. Stop loss is pretty vulnerable because we still could come up and fill these civvies, even though they're fat, but let's just see what price does. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Should have waited until 10 a.m. Yeah, and then price runs to TP, of course. Yeah, so we honestly should have waited for a rebalance in this case. I just didn't want price to run without me. Lesson learned. No news Monday. Okay, so we start at like 8:05. So it's 8:17. I'll go till 9:05 or whatever. All right. This looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what to think here. This is just trash. Shorts are looking pretty good, actually. It is very low probable, but we're gonna, oh, that's literally 25 points, bruh. All right, if we can get a rebalance into this civvy and then some displacement off of it, I'll look at shorts, but this is just 25 points isn't really worth it. Yeah, so we would have been stopped out there. Let's see what we do. Yeah, so we're literally just chopping like heck, dude. I'm literally just gonna skip this day. This was terrible. Look at that. I guess you could have caught something like this if you're really ballsy. But even then, you're 25 points. Like, what are you risking? Like, is that really worth it? No. Be like a 1-to-1, but still. Extremely low probable price action. Alright. So what are we doing on Tuesday? No News Tuesdays. They can be good. They're like medium probable. But yeah, we're just gonna see what we're doing. If we chop like we did on that Monday, then yeah, there's just nothing viable there. I think my landlord has people over, bro. Yeah, this is just I guess we do have some manipulation here that didn't hold. But this is just like the same trash. This was probably a pretty good entry. Loki missed it though. I want to see what 10 a.m. does. If we get a nice rebalance and some displacement off of it, I'll go long. Oh my gosh, bro. I need to slow this shit down. Yeah, so that was the entry right there. We missed it, but that's all good. I'd like to see price come into the CE of this BISI here. And right now, like, it's low-key too late. I wouldn't trade this. Like, I just missed the trade, so I would walk away, live market, but who cares, bro? We're backtesting. This candle display says I'll go longer here. Alright. Just want to see how this candle closes. No, we created internal manipulation here. Just not enough, man. Looks like we want to go higher, but we're just kind of wicking here. We are wicking to the downside though too. So we'll probably get a continuation. It's super late in the macro, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip this. FOMC minutes. It's kind of a gamble with that one. It could just be terrible or it could be really good. Let's see what we've been doing on the 15. So it looks like we're just kind of chopping since we've met this draw here. I could see this going either way, very neutral. But let's see. So it looks like we made SMT with this draw here. Doesn't really look like it's gonna hold, but it's only 9:35. We're still early. Could go either way. Okay, so yeah, it's holding. What time is it? It's only 9:37. Okay, this is enough for me to go long. The earliest I'll take an entry is 9:40. Put my stop below 25 point, about a 1-to-1. But this looks pretty good. Brutally edged right here at like 2 points. Yeah, we gotta stop right there. Okay, that's fine. Next day. Yeah, CPI and unemployment claims. No 10 a.m. news. Should provide a pretty good setup. But what's price telling me here? So it looks like we came into this in a CE of this range here. So I just want to see what we're doing. very neutral right now. Just gonna wait for 9:45. Do have an SMT with this low here, which SMTs on the 1 minute, especially with lows like this, they don't really mean a whole lot. Just really based off the displacement. Okay, so I don't really like how that candle closed. We took out that draw. Just gonna see if we manipulate or if we continue, if we rebalance and continue. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna go long here. That is negative RR. We did make SMT with this high here. I'm not really worried about it. Oh my. All right. Okay, bang. Yeah, so pretty textbook reversal. No SMT, but is this a turtle soup? No SMT, but I guess you could call that turtle soup. It's not clear. It's probably like one tick away. No, they're equal, but But yeah, saw the displacement coming in, civvy disrespect. And we had a nice rebalance. I think I entered off this candle targeting this draw. Pretty choppy, but it worked out in the end. That's all I care about. So coming into market open, we have SMT with this low, as well as looks like NQ's coming down for this one. Bruh. So I just want to see what we're doing here. We do have SMT with this low too on ES. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that. We're just going to see what happens. We're going to see if NQ comes down to take the draw, or if we just continue to, or if we start displacing up. I didn't even look at news. $8.30. Then prelim at 10. Prelim is mid. Can be good, it can be trash. In recent market conditions, I haven't noticed it to be amazing, but this is a year ago, so could be different. Whoa. And if you guys have any advice for how I could do this better, just drop it in the comments. I'm pretty new to this. I've been trading for like 4 months, so we'll take any constructive criticism I can get. Not really sure what to do here. We're just kind of accumulating. That's a nice looking candle. I want to see what we do off this. If I get a nice rebalance, I'll go long targeting here. We had an SMT with like all these highs right here, but I don't really think it's that prominent. Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna go long here. Just gonna target like 25 points. Stops below. Considering we're still moving up and we took out all these highs, I don't think this SMT is really valid. I totally could be wrong, but we're getting pretty. No, I guess we're still at 949. We just waited for the ultimate confirmation. And we're still displacing, so this looks pretty good. Alright, this is taking forever, bro. I think I'm gonna trail. Holy bumbaclad, dude. This candle close is nice. I'll trail to here. And this is turtle soup too, so it's validating longs even more for me. Bomba Club, bro. Prelim. I totally forgot about prelim, dude. Honestly, should have just waited for that news to hit, but this is what it is. I think we were just generating liquidity for news to come in and take everyone out. But yeah, take it to the chin, man. I hope this October isn't like this. This is Monday. Bank holiday. Alright, we're still gonna trade it. I don't give a shit. We are in a bullish sequence right now. Made PXH with this high, continue to displace. I wonder if there's a draw on the hourly that we're coming up on. Okay, so we did just meet that draw. If we continue to displace to the upside, I'll look at longs. But if not, if we see reversal signatures, I'll look at the shorts. Some nice turtle soup there. If we disrespect that manipulation, I think the green light is for longs, but if we get a nice displacement candle here, okay, so that's the green light. Bro, can you fill me, please? Pause. I'll just do like 30 points here. It's like a 1 to 1.5. Bro, we are getting brutally edged in every single trade. I swear. I think this will still hit though. Oh my. Literally one tick. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so standard continuation. We made PXH with that external draw right here. And then we continue to displace, so pretty simple, textbook. Why am I still on Monday, bro? I swear my FX replay is tweaking half the time. Okay, Tuesday. CPI. I do like CPI. Let me take that draw. No. So turtle soup on the 15-minute, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but price is gonna do what price is gonna do, man. So bomba clot. Big TS right here. Low-key chopping right now. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think this SMT is going to hold just based off the amount of wicks we're getting into this civvy here. I'm going to go short here. We could just get stopped out instantly, but I'm going to target like 30 points here. Put my stops above the manipulation. I would target this draw, but that's just not enough for me to even take the trade. Yeah, this draw looks better. Probably gonna get stopped here. Yeah. So it looks like this SMT wanted to hold. Yeah, this was the OTE. Was it though? Nah, this is just overall choppy price action, but still. I would not have traded this live market. Maybe I would have taken this. But even then, it's like, damn, dude. All right. Holy shit, dude. Looks like we might be coming down for that low on NQ. I'm just gonna mark it out. I'll go short here. Bang. I definitely could have gotten a better entry. That was actually pretty good. Targeting roughly 30 points. That was valid. Bearish continuation. Just based off the displacement that we got in between market open and the macro. Just want to see what price does at this low. I think we're going to reverse. Pretty prominent draw. Or you could just make PXL and go lower. Yeah. So probably ideal entry was just to wait until that draw got taken. And then wait for the manipulation, the displacement. But yeah, overall valid. Okay. So on the 15-minute, obviously we're in this bullish continuation sequence. Looks like we're going to come up for this draw here on the 4-hour at least. Oh, is that SMT there? Okay, so I made SMT with this draw on the 4-hour. Just want to see what we're doing. So I've already displaced 100 points in 5 minutes, so it's probably going to be a bearish continuation. Just because we made SMT with that prominent high. We're finally reacting to it. Just going to wait for macro open and see what we do. Yeah, we could come down to CE of this range and just displace back up though. Gotta be careful here. Probably gonna get a bearish continuation though. There's no manipulation here to validate longs. We have all these unfilled gaps. We're probably just coming up to fill and go lower. Bro, you want to play for me? Bruh. Just want to see a nice displacement candle. Then I'll enter, put my stops above. Just don't want to enter before price is ready to go. What was news? What day was this, bro? Thursday. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, so no 10 a.m. So I don't have to worry about that. We're just inching higher. Just generating liquidity. We honestly might get this full draw here. I guess you could have taken something like this if you really wanted to. But that's just very little confirmation. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit, dude. We absolutely missed the move. Yeah, that was the trade right there, bro. We get a rebalance before we take that draw, then I'll enter. But I just had it going too fast. I honestly missed it. That was discretionary. Okay, I'm gonna enter. Okay, I wanted to see how that candle closed, and now we're opening up a little more bullish. I just want to see what happens after the rebalance. Boom. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna target like CE of that range. How is that? How was 70 points only $1,000, bruh? 15 is 700. That can't be right. Oh, my entry was way down here. It's taking so long. Oh my gosh, bruh. Edged by 5 points. This is what it is. I definitely would have closed live market. Maybe that's just cope, but I definitely would have. We're 5 point, dude. If you're 5 points away from your TP, just close. Like, is it really worth it to risk 5 points in your whole trade? to risk your whole trade over 5 points. Like, just close, bro. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. This is the last day. Retail sales at midnight, so it could be some nice volatility. Looks like we have some type of SMT here. Yeah. So SMT with this internal low on a 15-minute. This honestly looks pretty good. Bissy disrespect here. I'm gonna put my stops below that displacement candle. Target something like that for a 1-to-1. Bang. Okay, I'm glad we could end that off with a win. Probably one of my worst sessions ever. Believe it or not, this month was pretty fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie, but also I'm not the best trader in the world, but that's the point of doing these. So yeah, textbook reversal. We had SMT with an external low on the 1 minute. It was internal on the 15-minute, but external on the 1 minute. So yeah, and then just some nice displacement. Entered here, stops below the displacement. Ideally, you'd want to get your entry like here, more of a discretionary based. But yeah, I got what I could get. So yeah, all right, valid session. My win rate is definitely gonna be like 20% on this. I just want to see. Okay, 45%. So that just goes to show you can have a 45% win rate and still end up in profit. But yeah, definitely one of my worst sessions ever. But all right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow.